Okay. So, anybody want to give us a recap on seeds? In their own word, what is seeds or type of seeds that we plant or type of seeds that grows? Anybody, you might as well just, when I say anybody, we all know that's going to be everybody. So we might as well, because we know it's just a few. So might as well go ahead.
When I think of seeds, like planting a seed, you know, of like you can plant a seed of, rather a good seed or a bad seed, but I think of sowing a seed, of like you're planting something because you're expecting something to come out of something good to come out of what you plant. So right, even if it is fruit.
So I don't mean to cut you off. So first you said good and bad seed. So you expecting something to come out of it. So if you plant a bad seed, you looking for something to come to? I'm just saying. Okay, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't expect nothing. I mean, I don't try to plant that bad seed. I don't know if I do or not. I mean, I don't think I do, but to other people, it's different.
You don't think you do?
No. Like I say, I mean, cause like me, I could, by me, like stepping away from people and me just doing my own thing, people could think something else. They could think I'm doing something else, or they could think something negative.
People always, no matter you do good or do bad, no matter what you do, they gonna always have something to say, whether it's good or bad. So, yeah, well, go ahead. Oh, that was it? You finished?
I don't remember what else I was saying anyway. So.
Well, you still need. Okay, all right, then. Go ahead. Then. You said you try to step away, and then you said that people sometimes people might think it's bad. That's what he said, right? You try to step away. Yeah. Nobody says this, Sylvia.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm talking about before that, as far as planting the seed.
You don't. You forget.
Before I.
You said that. Good or bad seed,
Right.
and then you said that you plant good seed and you expect to get back something. That's what you said.
Right. So right, and I
Yeah.
said so that's just like if you plant a pineapple, you expect
To get
for
some pineapple.
exactly some pineapple. Now you can't expect to get it in 2 weeks or 2 months. It takes time. So over time,
And you
it'll
can't
grow.
expect to get some orange if you plant pineapple either, right?
Exactly.
We're just checking.
Exactly. Like my stepdad, he planted a pineapple's seed, the stem, in his backyard 2 years ago, and he's just not seeing a small pineapple like that big. So I mean, it takes time. When you plant a seed, it takes time for it to grow.
Some seed.
Some, right?
Some seed. Who's Deacon Banks is the one that know about planting and stuff? I wish he comes tonight, because there's some seeds you can plant and you get them crops, you get them harvests and right away, huh? In a couple of weeks. Where some of those you plant and yeah, it's been some time. Like I had this mango tree when I had this house, and I had this mango tree, and I kept looking, and I'm like, I know I'm supposed to have mango on the tree. Everybody else having mangoes. It's mango season. Why don't I have any mangoes on the tree? I don't know if you hear late blossom. So I'm like, why don't I have any mangoes? Everybody having mangoes, mango season just about to finish. And something said, go look in the backyard. I look in the backyard, I got all kind of rotten mangoes on the ground, mango tree, I mean, just red mangoes. I'm like, what? But some crops are late harvest. That's what you call it, late harvest. Some stuff are late. And I guess that's what my tree was, a late one. And maybe that's Deacon Banks. But that's how some of them. You finished? Go ahead.
Yes. I mean, some of them, they have their own season. You know, farms.
But that it was mango season, but mine was like, it was just about finished when mine started coming out. That's just like people say with watermelon. Watermelon comes some, they'll tell you right now, watermelons ain't good, this really ain't the season. Well, they'll tell you. So,
I know that.
any other kind of seeds you can plant besides good seeds and bad seeds? Are there?
There's plenty of seeds that you
Yeah,
can plant.
but this, yeah, like what? I ain't talking about no watermelon seeds now. No, I mean to you, you might say watermelon seeds, or you want to leave some rest for somebody else.
Yes. Yes.
I'll still come back. We're still on seeds. Huh? Oh, you want to go next?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
I think I came in the middle. I'm not really sure if you're talking about.
We had Pastor was talking about seeds, and we just want to talk a little bit, maybe a lot, I don't know, on seeds, type of seeds, and we just want to talk about seeds tonight. Planting seeds.
Both sides, spiritual, natural, or spiritual seed?
Types of seed. Don't tell me grape seeds, though. You know. But if you have something spiritual to go with the grape seed, now I'll take that. There he go.
Yeah, he knows about all the seeds.
We were waiting on you, Deacon Banks. Good evening. Yes. So who going next?
Oh, well, I want to say about the flower seeds, because I like flowers, because flowers are pretty to me. But we have all different kinds of seed, but the flower seed, we don't really talk about the flower seed. But you can plant the spiritual and natural seed. With the spiritual seed, whatever you plant, but in you can plant it in your kids, and that's the kind of, it can be a good seed, or you can plant a bad seed in it. So whatever seed you plant in you, if it's a bad seed, that's what kind of seed you plant in the
What
kids.
type of seed you planting in Sister Lucy? She seems to be, seems to be sometimes. She seems to be a nice, sometimes. What type of seeds you install and you plant in Sister Ruthie and her growing, her bringing up that she is now here.
I planted a good seed. I planted a good seed in all of my kids, but sometimes those seeds can fall on stony ground. And you can't help it when you do that. You just pray for it and pray to God that it's worked out. But if whatever seed you plant, even spiritual or natural.
Yeah, but tell us one of the seeds. I know spiritual, I know natural, I know some of the seeds fall on solely wrong with Ruthie. I can tell, I know. But you can tell too.
Prayer.
See? He didn't say that. I said that. See, he was helping you out.
Oh,
He said a prayer life. He was helping you out.
oh, okay. Thank you, Brother Ernest.
He was just helping you out, that's all. Yeah. Anybody else? We're talking about seed. We still Pastor had talked about types of seed that we plant, and we're just talking about seed. But the question what we were talking about in the fields and stuff, and I was telling them about my mango tree that everybody else were having mango, and I thought that I didn't have any. And when the mango season was just about to over, when I went in the back of the yard and looked, I had mango So I hear people say that sometimes some stuff is a late harvest, or they call it late something. Huh? Late bloomer. I was close. So I tell them anybody know. We say that you knew. So and then and we also talked about some fruits. We say that some stuff it don't take not that much time before you get a harvest, and then some stuff takes a long time. What he said that his stepdad planted a pineapple. It took him a year, 2 years. It took him 2 years before he got a little pineapple. Takes that long? You never did. So what takes long? What you did that took long?
Frankly, nothing we planted took that long to grow. It took right from time of planting to almost 75 days to harvest. So like if we plant beans, within a week's time you'll start seeing them perking up out of the ground.
You said 725 or 75?
75 days
So
to
5
harvest
Sunday?
for the whole process.
7 to 5 days.
75
Oh,
for the whole
75.
process and everything.
Okay.
Well, if we plant beans or eggplants or okra within if the water temperature is high, within a week or so, you can start seeing them plucking up out the ground. So you start counting from that day how long it's going to take before you can start harvesting.
So is it really
from different
anything?
things.
This is a green thumb. Some people say, well, they don't have a.
No, it's just a time of season when you
That's
put it
the
in the
season.
ground. You catch they say you catch the moon in the right time, and the time of season, that's the way you predict your harvest.
Yeah. I learned something, Sister Cynthia. Did you know that? Did you know that?
No,
Because I know sometimes when I plant stuff and I go and I look out there, I waste my money buying them seeds because ain't nothing come up. And I had an avocado tree. That avocado never came no bigger than this, and it never held. When it get a certain size, it always dropped off. Why? The soil.
But some stuff take a longer time. Just like if you plant a cabbage, it don't just grow like. It's take a while.
Yeah,
Take like
cabbage,
six-
because they have to.
Yeah, for a cabbage to grow, sweet potatoes and stuff, because I have planted those kind of things. But it took a long time for it to really come up. Because at first I thought the sweet potato would be on top of the ground, but then I noticed that.
No, I know
it's
that. I
under
know
the
you got
ground.
to dig it up and
Just
dig it
the
up and all that. Yeah.
the leaf.
But it's take a little while for now. Like if you do like collard greens, they'll grow on up within a certain like a time. But it's different with the like the eggplants and the beans, string beans or whatever. That's all that kind of stuff.
You ain't got to ever worry about me growing no eggplant. I don't eat that. It's all right.
But sometimes when you do plant certain things, you have to turn the ground. You have to make sure you turn it over.
You mean dig it?
Like till the ground. It's certain things that you plant. Because I remember when we used to do the beans, we used to have to till.
You mean dig it up?
It's like
No,
you.
check the machine, and they just break the ground up.
Machine just break
Flip
it
the
up.
ground over so
Thank you. I
so
learned
the weeds can dry out,
Okay.
and then you smooth it out, and then you get ready to bait it and everything.
Yeah, you do that before you do your planting though.
Yeah, you have to process. That's the process of getting it ready.
That's
for
right.
planting.
When they grow and you don't go out there and plow up or dig up when the things not come up out of the ground.
Jar full of weeds.
You got a lot of planning.
Okay, there you go. There you go. All right. So I gave a lot of time for Sister Sylvia, Sister Ruthie, and all of y'all to thank whilst they were talking. We're talking about, we're carrying on, my buddy, about seeds, type of seeds. We were just talking about stuff growing. We got a little excited and sidetracked, but it's still seeds, right? Okay, so who's next? Types of seeds. And Sister Shiva said that she planted some good seeds into Sister Ruthie. That's why she's here today. All of its seeds didn't go on stony grounds. So I just wanted to pointed out about Sister Ruthie tonight. Right. Who's next? Anybody? Y'all know everybody gonna go, so somebody just popcorn up. Ain't y'all turn?
Pray that God will give them wisdom and knowledge and give them clarity of understanding to be able to comprehend and to know. But you know, you can pray in other words of them to grab hold to it also.
Right.
So seed of wisdom. Right?
Well, I pray, when I pray over, I'm more of because my sons, I just have to, in general, pray for my kids and enjoy them when I'm gone. But I still just pray God's covering over them. Because like he said, now that all we do basically is cover them, but they have to learn how to pray for themselves. But we lay the foundation of planting seeds of wisdom and leadership because we want our kids to be leaders and not followers. So I pray for that over them as well and pray prosperity over their lives. So, and this one here, I'm still asking God to grab a hold of that little rebellious spirit he got in him and take it out of him. So we're still planting seeds in him.
Remember that Sister Shivers, what she do? Okay, what do? You planted that spirit, that seed. Sister Shivers come, and what she did? She watered, and what God did. So we got to remember that some things takes what? That's why we must not do what? Get what? Huh? Not only that, weary, and not only that, huh? Not only that, yes, all of them is good. What else? Huh? Don't get discouraged, because that's what I was looking for, because it can discourage us when things don't go. Hello. When things don't go, not just our way, but as fast as we want it to go. When these seeds of wisdom, when the seeds that we're trying to take that rebellion spirit out, when the seed that we prayed over them, all those seeds that we prayed, don't think I forget your seed. When all these seeds that we plant in our children, our loved ones, and it may look like, you remember what I told you? What I tell you last year? Was it last year? About the, what I tell you about the vision, or was it you? Who I told about the vision tiring? Who was that? What I told that to? I told one of y'all. Oh, the vision tiring. Who did I tell that to? I told one of y'all. I think I told you that. I think it's you. I think I told you that. But sometimes it may look like, Lord, when I know this was prophesied. I know Pastor preached this. I know the minister said this. I know the evangelist said this. I know I dreamt this. I know my mother prayed this. When is this seed going to sprout up? When is it going to sprout up? When? So, even though all of that comes, we have to remember, do not get discouraged. When we get discouraged, what happens? And who's on his job, and what is that that's his purpose?
Because if we think back when we was coming up, we was always told Christ is going to return soon. Now we're grown, we're telling that kid Christ is going to return soon. Everything is a process to what is going to take place, and God is never in a hurry because he already know what the end result's going to be. But everything has to work towards the way, the results that he put in the end in order for it to come about. So we can, like you say, we can hope, we can wish, we can pray, but don't get discouraged in all of that, because God heard our prayer from the beginning, but it's not in his time frame for what we want to happen at the time we want it to happen. So it's a process that we wait patiently, even if it's not in our lifetime. The prayer was been out. So the prayer is going to take root, but God gonna give the increase on where he wanted to fall at. And how sometimes they have to go through something so they can grab hold, they have that steadfast hold on God after he done took them through something for them to come through for that prayer to take place in their life.
That's true.
That's right. That's right. So we can't get discouraged. You hear that? You. Wonderful.
Good to see you.
You too.
I'm not giving up. I'm never not getting discouraged. And I hear what Pastor said a lot of times. I may not see it in my lifetime, but we know God is working it out.
That's right. That's right. So true. Who's next? Let me say this. There's one seed, no, a lot of seeds, but this is one of the seeds that I like that Brother Ernie planted. You remember the seed that you plant in your stepchildren? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? What seed am I talking about? When you plant seeds, you know, when you coming into a family that's already there, sometimes it can be, you know, what's it at? What's it doing? Yeah, it can. But if you go in, you set an example, and you plant seeds, you ain't gonna have no problems. You have God, and you plant seeds, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. And I watched this man. I watched plenty of people. But I watched this man. I watch him. Sometimes you hear stuff. You hear stuff spiritually. You hear stuff in the natural. And I said, yes. But the way that they address him, seeds. Now, they're not his biological, but they address him. That's seeds that are planted. Seeds. We've been over these two sides right here yet? Y'all say y'all seeds yet? What? Yeah, everybody. Sister Sylvia ain't gone yet. I don't even think I heard Brother Ernie yet. Huh? Give yours. Yeah.
For example, like on my job,
Yes.
I'm blessed with the opportunity
on hiring. We had 15 vacancies at the end of the year, and as of today, we just filled the last one. And it really blessed my heart when we offered the young man a job today. Fresh out of college, never taught a day in his life, as green can be. But when he just opened his mouth and started talking, we all just kind of, our interview committee is kind of like, well, we don't have to look at one another, but if we just tap or something, or we know what each other mean, and if to prolong the questions, or if to just dismiss and say, get this person up out of here. And, you know, and he started talking, and we all was like, oh, wait a minute, oh, we like him. And he just kept going, and when we offered him the job, it blessed my heart, because first thing he said was, thank you, Lord. That's the first thing he said.
Yes.
Then he kind of did like this and covered his mouth, because, am I supposed to say that, and we told him, go ahead and do what you need to do. And he put his head down, and you could tell that, he was thanking God. He lifted his head up and he says, can I have a moment? So we said, sure, because I remember when I got my first job, so
Yeah.
I understand. And he took his phone out and he called his mom and put her on speakerphone. He says, Mom, my first interview and I got offered a job. Thank you, Lord. She started shouting, he started screaming, and we just sit there and we just watched him. And when he was done, we stuck our hand out and said, congratulations on welcome aboard, and he moved our hand and he gave us a hug. And that's a seed of opportunity that you planted these seeds. And so just thinking back over the past few weeks, offering one person after the next person a job after a job, and seeing their dim light turn bright is a seed of opportunity.
That's right. Who can say that they offer somebody a seed, or anybody, of opportunity? Maybe all of you can. But that's just, hypothetical question. Let's go over there in this corner over here. Let's go in the amen corner.
But actually, I would say at work or at home, like especially with my kids, I keep them in prayer, because when I became saved, and actually down the time doing it, I always used to get angry because I expected things out of my kids, and then I had to realize I've been there, done that, and I had to stop and put on my brakes and say, you know what? Instead of getting angry, I need to pray and ask the Lord, and pray for wisdom and knowledge, and allow them to get understanding, and pray for my grandkids. And also, I share at work all the time too, as well. I get a lot of different people come to my desk, and it's good that they open it up so I can share the things I learned. As far as I consider it as planting a seed when I can share the goodness of God and give them, encouragement, or just to tell them where I come from, how I fully trust in God and faithful, and so I consider that as planting the seed when I can share the goodness of God.
I went to, my mom called. She said that she said my dad wasn't doing good. My dad, he's been hoarse now for about going on 2 months. And say my dad was in bed and just talking like he just ready to leave us. So I said, well, let me go home to see for myself, Sister Sylvia. I said, let me go. I went home, and she was limping. Dad was hoarse, but he would not go to the doctor. So, I got to have my little crabs and so forth. So I went out, and they had 3 people, they were selling crabs, and everyone, now you can't buy from all 3 of them. So one of the ladies, it was a lady and 2 men at 2 different places, and the lady approached us, and then the other 2, they got upset because she approached us. They wanted us to choose who we wanted to buy from. They didn't want her to approach us. So the lady that came, they had a little girl there. This little girl probably was about the age of your grandson. And this little girl, oh my God, she had a seed of, ooh, my God, a cussing seed. She had a woman seed, and it was so bad till she took her finger and stick it up at the guy over there, and I forget it wasn't my child, Deacon Banks. I said, hey, you don't do that. And then I guess, and the parent there is not saying anything to her. So, and she, all of this, and I'm like, wait, hold up. So I guess after she see me talking to her daughter, she said, stop that, don't do that. And then she said, that's why you don't have a child. So I'm saying, you can see what type of seed she's installed in her daughter. So is that a seed of a good seed that you install in a kid that's that age? And I'm like, oh my God. How old is your grandson? 5. So she probably about 5 or 6. A cussing seed at that age. At that age. When you should be trying to teach her to read, teach her the way of the Lord, teach her something other than cussing. She's giving her teaching, installing a seed of cussing and disobedience. And then come to find out, she said that they are family. So this how you talking to your family? What type of seed is that? I said, God, I mean, that was a bad seed. A very bad seed, Sister Shy was. Okay, back over to the amen corner. Give me at a seed.
I would probably say my mom actually gave us a seed of good stewardship. It reminds me of, I love oranges, and you know when you plant orange trees, when you plant them, they go through stages. It look like at some point they're not going to do nothing. Sometimes the leaves fall off and you're just looking at this poor tree. But with stewardship, you go through stages like that. Sometimes you have an abundance. Sometimes you're a good steward. Sometimes you're not a good steward. Sometimes you're an okay steward. But she did instill in us the seed of stewardship. She's an excellent steward. And I don't care what God has entrusted her with. She is an excellent steward. She really is. And she gave us all that. Now, whether we are good at it, we have our moments. Well,
that's a good seed that your mom instilled in you. Very beautiful. So what type of seed do you instill in somebody else? What type of seed do you have that you display? Got you, didn't I? To who? Jesus?
figured I'd throw that out.
Yo, okay. Oh, that was a joke. Okay. Oh, you.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, okay. I know you wasn't finished.
Like I said, you go through stages. Sometimes your friendship skills are good. Sometimes they're poor. Sometimes they're in between. But I try my best.
Let me get another seed. Let me see this out. I'm gonna switch you.
Well, you know my name means friendship, so I probably have the wrong name. She named
You run out of names. All right. You wanted to say something else?
No, I'm a friendship. I have to stick with that one. That's the one I'm working on.
Yeah. Don't work on that thing. Yeah.
Sister Taisha.
not all the time. I gonna go to them after I finish with you.
I have a seed of patience.
Yes,
Yes. Well, patient not bad. Everybody think patient is bad. They're not bad all the time. It's the way you proceed in it.
I know it ain't bad all the time, but I got patience.
But you gotta go through some stuff in order to test you, to see how strong your patient really is. But sometimes you win it, sometimes you don't, but you can't get upset when you don't win.
You had patience to sit in that closet. You remember that closet you were sitting in at work?
Mm-hmm.
You got patience to sit there a
And
long
be
time.
still.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got another one?
Yeah, and hospitality.
Okay.
Because you gotta have patience for that.
You're right. Yes.
You're gonna have hospitality. You're gonna go through something just like patient too. But sometimes you just have to sit and just listen, just watch. I learned a lot from watching.
Me too. Me too. Whichever one of y'all want to go first. Seeds. We're talking about types of seeds that you plant. Name a seed, not watermelon seed or peanut seed or nothing like that.
Like, what type of seed I plant in somebody else, or just
Huh?
what type of seed I plant in somebody else?
Yeah, what type of seed you would plant in someone else, yeah.
I would say, being honest, my sister, she calls it being blunt, but I don't think it's being blunt, it's just being honest. And she tells me all the time that she likes talking to me all the time. That because I don't hide how I feel.
So you like your pastor then? You like Emma?
Yeah.
So,
I just rather not lie to somebody, so I would want somebody to be honest to me. So in order for me to get that, I would, I need to do that to other people. So even though I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, I try to
be blunt.
uh,
So when you be honest,
Straightforward.
Yeah, tell the truth.
yeah.
so when you be direct and straightforward, do you say it nice and honest? Do you say it nicely, or you just blunt, like your sister say, or you nice with it, or you nasty nice?
Sometimes I can be nice with it, but if I'm not, if I am annoyed, then it's like, then why you keep doing this? And I could get that way. But in any case, I can come out with it nice. And I will say, well, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but this is how I feel. This is my opinion. And I always try to, I hate to compare situations, but I just always try to let, especially my sister, because she thinks, well, I am the oldest, so she looks up to me at a lot of the things that I do and a lot of the things that I go through or did go through. And I just try to, like, when I started going back to school, and I told her that in 2019 I was going to graduate, and sure enough, I am. And she told me, so you know what, you made me want to go back to school. I said, you can. You could do it. Go back and do it. And every time we talk about it, I always tell her, girl, I will help you. Tell mommy to do your FAFSA. I will find the classes for you and everything. So it's, I try to be honest with, you might have to go through this and that, but you can still do it. So I try to encourage her and be honest at the same time. So I'm like, encourage.
So you plant a seed of honesty and encouragement.
Yeah.
Okay. But sometimes it just don't come out nice. It's come out blunt.
If I'm annoyed.
Okay, really. So how you think you can work on that part?
Tell them I'll call them back.
Huh?
Tell them I'll call them back, or
Call
think
them
about
back
the
and
situation.
when you call them back, are you gonna say it the same way or what?
No, I might. Well, if I say, well, let me call you back, then I'll think
Maybe-
about it.
Maybe you won't be annoyed when you call them back.
No, because what I do, I really talk to myself a lot. So I'm having these conversations back and forth about, okay,
Deacon Mike said he don't talk to himself.
I do.
Well, you talk now?
Well, I talk to myself. Sometimes I explain things in my mind before I let it fly out of my mouth,
Yeah.
so it can come out proper.
But you don't talk back and forth to
I
yourself.
don't know. I don't talk back and forth.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I talk things through.
Yeah, really? Yeah, okay. I do it.
Self-talk is good.
It is.
It's a good
Deacon Mike, you did say one time you don't talk to yourself. But he learned now. That's he learned.
So, I'll, talk to myself about it. Or I might call somebody else who can help me explain it more or understand where I'm coming from. So when I do say it to that person, I'll be able to say it in the correct way where it's not so like in me. So, yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. I think the seed that I have is giving without expecting anything in return. I'm a giver.
What do you give? Stuff that you don't want.
It's not stuff that I don't want. It's shit. Sometimes encouragement. Yeah.
Let me ask a question. It's just a question. Not Deke. No, I ain't gonna ask you because let me ask Deacon. No, let me ask Brother Leroy. Brother Leroy, if you give something, this is on you. I'm just asking a question. This is on you. If you give something that you don't want, what do you think?
If I give something,
I just don't want it. It's no good to me. I just don't want it. Well, you're giving it all. How do you feel about that?
if I don't want it and I'm giving it away,
Huh?
It means nothing.
It's not a sacrifice.
Leroy was gonna say something else. You should. Go ahead. Yes.
They remain anonymous. However,
Who is this, Michi?
It's not.
they said that their seed, is to help. But could you elaborate on that? Because sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. So they love to help and to do for others, but sometimes they feel that it puts them in a situation.
Well, sometimes we just have to. When you help, you just have to distinguish. Now, sometimes we help people that really sometimes people really don't need no help. Sometimes people play us. And I could help Brother Leroy today. What's that saying? You teach a man to fish. What? Huh? I thought you said you'd never go wrong. You teach a man to fish, and he'll never go hungry. But if you don't teach him, what happens? You're going to always. Some people play us. Now, if I'm always, I'm just using my cousin because I know I could use my cousin. If my cousin always come in, and always, you have to have a spirit of discernment. Everyone don't have it, but God gonna speak to you, and you will know who to help and when to help. You can't help everybody. You can't. And if you don't have it to help somebody, you just can't do it. Now, if Angie, I can call your name? If Angie keeps coming back to me over and over, am I really helping her? I'm enabling her. I'm just giving us as a crutch. When you helping somebody, you have to tell them, okay, I'm going to help you, but let me help you and show you how you can get the assistance. Let me help you to get the assistance where you can get better help. You need a job? What do you need? You need this? What do you need? Let me show you how you can do this. You need something printed on the computer? Let me show you how you can do this. You know I love you. Like, somebody come, right? I ain't mean nobody. They want their homework done. But they always want, what? Can they do it? Now, I'm going to show you how to do the maths problem. Are you going to always come to me? Or are you going to let, no, you know I don't, you know what I'm saying. But you have to teach them. If you don't teach them, you're not helping them. You can't help everyone. And I'm sorry. You just can't help everybody. And maybe you do have it to help, but you have to have that discernment. It's just like the lady that came here. You just have to know. You have to use this. You have to use this. But you cannot help everyone. And not every day. Every day Angie don't need a loaf of bread. Not every day. She need a loaf of bread every day? Huh? I'm sure she don't need a pair of shoes. She can wear that one black go with everything. But but on a serious note, you can't help everyone. You have to be wise when you're trying to help people because they will run you dry. And that's what some people's intentions are. There are some good people that really need help. God gave me a spirit of help too. But he didn't give me that spirit of help to help everybody all the time. He gave me a spirit of discernment, and you got it, you have it, you have it, and you have it, and you have it. But we just have to what? Huh? Say it loud and proud. You got to use it. You have to use it. I hope I answer anonymous question. Who was anonymous? Anonymous, you can't help everyone. It's good that you have a spirit of help, but you cannot help everyone. Just let God lead you in who to help. Just be careful when you're trying to help whoever you're trying to help. You consult God, you go before God, and he will lead you and guide you in who to assist. All right, Angie, we're seeds, type of seeds. Not mango seed, I know it's mango season.
I think
self-confidence and self-worth. That's what I try to plant.
Can you, for Brother Andre, who's looking a little puzzled, you elaborate a little bit for him?
Sure.
No, I understand what she was saying.
Just elaborate a little.
I mean, she instilled in me some self-worth and some self-confidence.
I just try to speak positive things to people, or even show, like whether it's when I'm at work at the mall, I help women with their dressing to show them their beauty and show them how to accentuate who they are, and just try to build people's self-confidence, because a lot of people, they think dressing up the outside covers it, but if your inside is damaged and defective, no matter what you put on the outside, it's not going to help. So I just try to, spread a little self-confidence.
I think I said this before, I'm not sure, but maybe when I said it, everybody wasn't here. I don't know, last night I was just dropped in my spirit. When I work in the school board, there was this student that he was always late. I work in the attendance department. If you late, you came through me. If you absent, you came through me. If you call, you play like this, that you were the mama and you call, I knew who the mama was. I knew. But this guy came late all the time, and he was late so much so I had to refer him to his dean. And he went in the office and she called his mother and had him on speakerphone, and come to find out he was late because he was home alone. He was in high school, but he was home alone. He didn't have a father. His mother, she was traveling for the job. And on speakerphone, and she was just fussing at him and talking bad to him. And she was just going at it. The dean should have stopped it the way that she was talking to him. She should have stopped the conversation. And he got angry, and he stormed out of the office. When he stormed out of the office, she told the security to stop him. And the security went to stop him, and he tried to push the cart over. The security was on the cart, and he tried to push it over. Now, the security, I know the security personally because he was one of our sister churches, and he was supposed to be, one of us, a Christian. And he uttered some, not so friendly words. So God led my heart to go after him, and I went after him. Come here, friend, yeah. And I went after him. You come in just in time. You must have known that I was going to call you up on. And I went after him, and he started to run, and I grabbed him like this, and I just held him. When I held him, he started crying. He put his head on my shoulder, and he helped me, and he started crying. He said, nobody never did that. He said, nobody never took the time. And I said to him, what's going on? No one never took the time to ask me that. No one ever took the time to love me. And that's what he said. But I instilled a seed of caring, a trust, and love into him. And he just broke down and started crying. Said, my mom, she's never home. She on the road for the job. I don't have a father home. And I'm just going through all of this. All I need is somebody. And he just began to cry. And the next day he came back and he apologized to everyone. He came and he gave me a rose just to say thank you. But sometimes when we just take the time and sow some seed of love, a seed of caring, a seed of understanding, a seed of listening. Sometimes we don't listen. Sometimes we just want to talk. We need to hear sometimes. We need to hear. we don't listen. And that's the same way we are with God too. We just talk, 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 ask, ask, ask. And God is trying to talk to us, sow some seed into us. And we just don't listen. He's talking all along, Sister Sylvia. But, Brother Andre, I said that right? Right, because I don't never say it right. Let me say Deacon Banks. Deacon Banks. I get that right. But we ain't listening. But if we get the seed of listening, compassion, you know what? How great we'll be in this kingdom. You know how a great warrior we'll be. But all of these are good seeds that we call on. Great seeds. But we call on some seeds. But are we really living and practicing these seeds? Or are we just calling out these seeds because they sound good? Oh, wait. Let me put in the question wrong. Or are we just living these seeds because they sound good?
What you're saying, in order for it to take root, you have to be an example of what you're talking about.
We have to. Can you? I know it's one thing that we have these seeds, 1, 2, 3, 4, in these 4 walls. It's one thing to have these seeds in here. But there's another thing. Do we have these seeds of love? What was your seed? No, Sister Shivers. Huh? Your seed was, what was her seed again?
Flowers.
Huh?
I said flower.
No, he had helped you with seed. Prayer life. Your seed of prayer life. Your seed was, what was your seed? What is this? Can anybody remember their seed? Her seed of friendship. Well, I even ain't worried about it before. Ruthie's seed of friendship. So she said, yeah. She lied in church, yeah. Opportunity, seed of opportunity, seed of wisdom. I remember yours. Seed of wisdom, seed of seed of getting casting out the rebellion spirit, right? And you also had wisdom. Your seed of.
Just about the same. I was telling you, praying for my kids and also encouraging people.
Seed of encouragement, friendship, and you had something else, but stewardship. Stewardship, but we can leave friendship out. Stewardship. Sister Sylvia, huh? What was your seed? Huh? Seed of patience. You had 2. Patient and something else. Hospitality. What was yours? You was the first one. I know you forget. Because you couldn't even remember. You couldn't even remember when you finished saying it. Seed of encouragement and seed of, you said, giving and helping. With all these seed and seed of self-worth and self-confidence. With all these seeds that we said in here today, are we using these seeds on people in our everyday lives? Except you with the friendship. Let's delete friendship. Control or delete. With all of these seeds that we're having, and Miss Anonymous with her seed of helping, are we using these seeds in our everyday life? Are we? There's so many other seeds out there.
Even sometimes when we don't feel like it. Sometimes if you, in that moment that you just need it, and it's always someone that shows up that changed that in you. You know what I mean? And then you just open up and share. So,
I was gonna say, so we're supposed to be fruitful. We have fruit, we have seeds. It should be something that just comes so natural that it's not something that you're trying to do. You just do it in conversation because it's in you, it's a part of you. So whatever that seed is that is a part of you, you automatically, without even knowing that you're doing it, you're imparting it into someone just in a conversation. right? Just in a conversation. And you don't even realize it, but a lot of times those people that you're imparting that seed to, they're watching you. So you can't make up a seed and make up something you're trying to help somebody with when you don't really know it, when it's not a part of you, because people are watching. You know,
So you'll be
a watermelon
surprised.
tree trying to give mango seeds.
You'll be surprised, and that's true. You'll be surprised to know the people that are watching you. You'll be surprised. I have people say to me all the time, "Thank you," and sometimes I get tired of saying for what, so I just say "You're welcome." Sometimes I don't know what they saying thank you for. I be saying "You're welcome," then sometimes I say for what. They said for what you did. I would say, okay, you're welcome. But I don't know sometimes. But it'd be so much. I'd be saying, okay. Then I wanted to go and help that lady who stopped me down a couple of months after my brother died when she wanted me to help her because she said she couldn't wake her son. The same thing my mama called me and tell me. No, I didn't want to go help her. But I had to plant that seed. I had a seed. So I had to go and help her because it was in me. Sometimes that's just like giving away something that you don't want. And Brother Ernie said, what? It worths nothing if you give away something. It worths nothing. I had people, and I'm not bragging or anything, but when someone can say to you, oh, I love that. Can I have it? And you say, okay, here you go. I mean, I ain't take your clothes off again, but if someone says, Angie, I love that purse. You know, okay, you can have it. But when you can do that, you can just take out and, okay, here you go. I know you do. But when you can just do that, but I ain't want these old shoes no more anyway. They were starting to tear anyway. She could have these. Here you go. That it don't really, that's not a seed. That's not a good seed.
Is it fair to say that a lot of us have difficulty in planting seeds because, as Andy said, we're not living the seed that we're trying to plant? And I think part of that is because we limit God. We put God in this little box, and He's bigger than anything that you ever try to put Him in. And He's giving you the abilities to have these seeds to plant in somebody else, but because we're wavering-minded and so on and so forth, sometimes we limit God's ability to really show us who He is because He plants those seeds in us and plants somebody else. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. But, and it's true because that's why it says a double-minded man is what? Unstable in all his ways. That's just like the lady I told you I went to this revival and the lady prayed and told the lady go to the car lot, she gonna get a Mercedes. And then she saw the lady and she saw the lady coming back and she trying to hide from the lady because she don't know what the lady coming to tell her. Something like that she said, she coming to hide, she think this lady gonna say something to her, tell me you go up to this car lot, and she don't say, but you didn't pray. You say you prophesied to the lady, God tell you go to the car lot, now you hide from the lady because you ain't know the lady gave them a say. What kind of foolishness is that? And then you gonna get up there and you gonna preach that? She sound like she, what, unstable too. Yeah. So you really, it's like he said, you putting God in this little box. He give you these seeds. And then when you do have these seeds, that's why some of these seeds that we have, it don't flourish, it don't grow, because, hey, what they say, some on stony grounds, some of the bird come, and some the bird eat it up. They seeds can't grow. It can't grow. The mango tree can't grow. The watermelon can't grow. That's why when you go back and you look for it, it ain't nothing. Because we live in nothing half the time. God forgive me. I mean, no, Lord, don't forgive me. You give me the sense, so yeah, let me say it right. I mean, yeah, I got to say it. I mean, y'all, but I'm just saying. Sometimes, some people, let me say it like this. I'm getting like pastor, ain't I? We can't grow. Our seeds can't grow. We can't flourish if we're not living right, doing the right thing. Our mango can't come to season, and the ground ain't tilled right. That's what it is, right? We ain't a word. Huh?
I was just thinking that, like how are our seeds growing if we're not properly feeding it? We're not properly giving it the soil and the water that it needs. If we're not in the Word, it's not going to grow. So how can we impart it in someone else?
Can't impart. You ain't got nothing to impart in them. We ain't got nothing to impart in them. What we got to impart in them? What? What do we have to impart in them? I'll say we. Let me say we. What do we have to impart in them, Brother Andre? I'm just speaking in general. What do we have to impart in them if we're not fasting and praying and reading our word? What can you tell Sister Sylvia, who's going through a struggle, a hard time? What can you tell her when you're not fasting, you're not praying, you're not in your word, you're not sowing the seed? What can you tell her who's going through? What can you tell her? What seed can you plant in her? Don't be trying to plant no seed in her, because you might try to be planting this seed that you ain't reading either. So you can't plant no seed into her. Am I right? So there are good seeds and bad seeds. So you can't plant no seed into her. I know. That's why you're shaking your head. Anybody. I feel like I'm talking so much.
Even the Bible says that the one that does not produce fruit, he prunes it. I mean, so we don't need your bad fruit. Like, if God gets rid of the ones that are not producing, then what should we do?
I had a seed planted, and I didn't realize I planted a seed. But
Was
a
it a
few
good
years
seed?
back, and there was a guy, he was a security guard, and I hadn't seen him in about 3 or 4 years. And actually, Sunday I was working, Sunday evening, and he walked up to me. I hadn't seen him in like 4 years, and he just went to tell me how I used to come into the store where he was working at, and I was sowing seed into him, and I didn't even realize it. And he was thanking me for what I had spoken into him when he would ask me different things about the Bible, and I would explain things to him. And I was kind of shocked when he came back and said, he's flourishing in the ministry now. And it was overwhelming.
Can I ask you a question? Why were you shocked?
It was just overwhelming. It made me feel good. It didn't, because I felt like I helped somebody. And it's not really a shock, but it just made me feel good.
Okay. I just don't know why.
Yeah, it made me feel good to know that I helped somebody else to further their ministry and go deeper in the
Have anyone ever came to anyone and said, tell the truth in church? My mama said, tell the truth and shame the devil. You was always so mean. Every time I see you, never used to smile. Somebody come to you years later. You was always so mean. You never used to smile. Nobody never tell you all that?
Yes. Yes. I told that a lot. I did, yeah.
They tell me how. They told my mom on my report card, she always smiled. So easy to get along with. My mama said, I ain't send you to school to be easy to get along with and always smiling. I sent you to learn your lesson. What? If they had said I wasn't smiling, I probably would have given a B. Yeah, but she was always so mean, never smiling. But we have to plant seeds, good seed. And listen, we have to be careful. The seeds that we plant into people, seeds of word, we have to encourage and be careful what we say to our sisters and our brothers. Be careful. Be careful. That's seeds of words. Be careful. Be careful of the seeds that we plant. Somebody can take up the offering. Why you looking? Why? What? I mean, both of y'all in the back there, you smirking, you laughing, what? Say, go. Which one? This one?
No, my baby brother.
You was
We
talking.
were just talking about that today, the seeds that you plant. It could be words, it could be the way you look at someone, it could be the way you act. It's all kinds of seeds that's there. And you don't know who it offended or who it helped you. Because if people watching you, you have to be careful of that seed.
That's right. When people are watching, they always